What's going on YouTube world, man? Charles Hutcherson, I'm back again. And now we're doing a Brunswick versus Storm. We're gonna do two balls from each brand. And in my opinion, you already seen the thumbnail, but man, the knockout, the newest knockout, and the melee jab, same core, different covers, stronger, and the tried and true Phaze 2 and the Phaze 5. So again, solid pearl from each brand. These are kind of like the benchmark and the staples for each side. See how they stack up, man. See what they look like, and really go from there, man. I think these is, each brand, right, respectively, has their nuances, but I think they both cover some really, you know, essential parts of the bag. And I think if you give each brand a try, man, you'll see that each one has positives, each one has a negative, essentially. So, as always, if you're in the South Florida area, come check out Tony and Roger at Bowlersmart Pro Shop. And if you really like the balls, man, use the links below. Really goes a long way. And then the jerseys, man, rocking that new Strikers. Man, it's on the links, everything. If you want one, use it, order it. That's it. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. Storm versus Brunswick. Let's go. We're gonna start. Again, we got the Phaze 2. Whoop. Much like the Knockout Bruiser, it can't deal with that angle. Starting out, it needs to be open lanes up. So I'm gonna start moving left. Just period. The Phaze 2 smells so good. I don't know why they just don't put this scent on everything. Yeah, left I go. Whoop. Still saw a little deflection there, but again, both the knockout, I feel like the knockout's probably a smidge around it, just a smidge. But both definitely in the same ballpark as far as like seeing a lane early. I can put more surface on the Phaze 2 and it will, again, respond a little bit differently. But it's still gonna hook like a Phaze 2. Yep. Throw the knockout in here a little bit. Both of them, again, not their money zones. I think once we get to both the pearl counterparts, the melee jab and the Phaze 5, we will really start to see, you know, some down lane motion, because just the lanes are hooking right now. They need balls that want to get left and go right.
20 minutes later.
Stand left, throw it right, and go back left. Oh, gave it to him. Bang, bang. All right, we're going to get into some of the shiny ones, the melee jab and the Phaze 5. Let's start off with the Phaze 5. Phaze 5 looks really good, and it smells pretty good too. Gives me like the high road smells. All right, I'm not gonna try to play it like super straight, because of the way the lanes are moving. Because of the way the lane's moving, I wasn't gonna stand all the way over there, but I could play a little tighter, and it just went down the lane a lot smoother, and still carry. So I'm gonna throw a couple more shots with that one, then we get into the jab. These benchmark pearls, man, they just need to be in the bag, just period. You need to have these type of balls in the bag. So I'm gonna give you probably about 2-3 more shots with this one, then we're gonna jump to the jab. Oh, I don't know. Oh, not my best shot. Got a little behind it. All right, let's see if we can give a better shot here. Maybe. Slow down. That's always the key. When you're moving left, you gotta slow the speed down. I don't care. Unless it's like just buku friction out there, you have to slow down, get it to shape correctly and go through the pins. All right, now it's time for a little jab action. Boom. So, yeah, very, very similar in my opinion, both of these balls. And again, most people, they're just not going to give each brand a try. But again, if you like the Phaze 2, chances are you will find the jab to be usable. So, but we're going to keep on moving left. I got down a little more. But the jab I feel like is a little more heavy rolling. Like rolls just a smidge heavier, and I think that has to do with the covers. Again, I can't 100% say this one is that or this one is that, but from my experience, I feel like this cover on the jab is just a smidge overall stronger. And I'm just a guy, man. I'm not on staff with either brand. I just like how these bowling balls roll. Oh, threw that out there. So I think each ball really, you know, stacks up well against each other. Again, if you're a Brunswick guy, the Knockout Bruiser is definitely going to be a ball that is comparable to the Phaze 2. Still got the Phaze 2, just a little bit quicker, but I think as the Knockout Bruiser continues to lane shine, you will see even more similarities. But yeah, man, we're gonna get those close-up shots, and then that's really it.
So as we look at really how these balls shape up, the Knockout is being probably the earliest and the smoothest overall, and then I have the Phaze 2 under that as the biggest and most angular piece. When you start to look at the pearls, the jab is definitely, again, a bigger ball, and I think that's mainly because of the shell. I think the weakest shell or cover stock material is this R2S pearl. I think it's just really tame and really clean. It gets responsive, but again, I feel like for me, the jab, I prefer that motion. I prefer to see it read a little bit more in the mid lane. But again, all four of these balls, right, are mirrors of each other essentially. The nuance really is in the cover. I wouldn't say that, again, like the core numbers, like again, they're so close, man. The only difference is the cover stocks. And for me, man, that's what I really saw. The ball I'm probably the least a fan of is the Phaze 5 out of these four balls. Again, I've thrown all of them substantially now outside of the Knockout. I've now probably put about 10, almost 15 plus games on it now, but I still want to put more, right? See how the ball changes, how does that cover stock, you know, does it get faster, does it get slower? Because that's really the test. And we will dive into that as I start to do more kind of check-ins and report cards. I like how Luke Rochedahl does it. Like, you know, a couple months later, he comes out the report card. Is the ball still in the bag? You know, am I still using it? Is it still relevant, or it just got overlooked and it's out the bag? So I would like to answer that question moving forward, and there's some more content coming. But yeah, again, I'm probably the biggest fan. It probably goes Phaze 5. I mean, Phaze 2 is it's a goated ball, and then Knockout, Jab, and Phaze 5 as my least favorite. So until next time, guys, we got some more stuff on the way.